So let's talk about the different reports we're hearing about Fantastic Four First Steps test screening. We heard last week that some said it was mid and meh, according to Hollywood scooper Jeff Snyder. It got mixed reviews following public test screening. Source called it both mid and meh, not that bad, but not that good either. They also were concerned about weak character development, bad CGI. Now, the CGI part, that can get fixed. That's something we know they're addressed and take care of. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now, the character development is definitely something you want to pay attention to. Going to another article, though, I want to point this out that according to the comic book movie art website by Josh Wilding, that it got a lot of good reviews, that people enjoyed the screening, that the report about there was somebody in the audience screaming mid was not true. So I will take them at their word. And people enjoyed it. Now, they also did say a lack of character development may be problematic. So that was still reported. So that's consistent. The other stuff, we shall see. Obviously, we understand that they're going to be shows who are going to give good reviews. They're going to try to build it up and speak nothing but positive. So we don't know. Also, keep in mind, I didn't see this movie, but Sinners got bad feedback from the test screening. So maybe Fantastic Four First Steps, if there were a lot of negative reviews when they watch the test screening, it won't matter when it comes out next month. But the biggest thing when it comes to Fantastic Four First Steps, what we know so far is, first off, there's obviously reports about Sue Storm being this female hero and saving, the Fantastic Four, and Reed Richards being like a sideline character, or, on the letting his wife take control of everything. And we have seen this version of superhero powers with women saving the day. And I'm not against it, but they haven't developed their characters really well, in my opinion. And the whole MCU thing has been really annoying because, like I keep saying, Marvel is a boy brand. Your main characters are going to be Iron Man, Spider Man, Wolverine. Those are your strong characters. The issue here with Fantastic Four First Steps is they have to fight Doctor Doom. And you have to wonder, is this version of the Fantastic Four going to show up in Doomsday, or are they going to replace Pedro Pascal? That would be pretty funny to me, where they bring in the old Reed Richards from Multiverse. If you say, oh, they can't recast him, well, they've done it with Charles Xavier multiple times. Patrick Stewart keeps coming back. He dies, comes back, and returns. So they can recast characters. It doesn't matter. You can kill them off and send them off. So, again, I think at this point, the biggest concerns are obviously Sue Storm. Is she going to be this feminist person? They already said they're going to explore gender politics, as reported a few months ago about Sue Storm's character. We also learned about the Human Torch, how he's going to be more of a guy in touch with his feelings, and they're changing his character. And you already race swapped Mr. Fantastic. And Pedro Pascal apparently wasn't one of the top choices at the time. And they had 3 other actors, apparently, who were going to take the role, and they turned it down. What does that tell you about Disney Marvel right now? They're not in a good spot. And then when you look at Silver Surfer, there's obviously a lot of controversy around that, where you gender swapped that character. And you can say, oh, well, they're saving Norman Rad. Come on. Why not use him now? Bring him into the universe. They killed the female Silver Surfer. Like, okay, that's great, but what was the point? The problem is, this movie has to do good because Marvel really needs a win. Really could use a W, especially the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts didn't do well at the box office. The Captain America didn't do well at the box office. So you're left for Fantastic Four, and yes, Spider-Man comes out next year, but that's owned by Sony. And the next time we're going to see Disney Marvel is for Avengers Doomsday. So you're going to build all this excitement, and you have to hope the Fantastic Four First Steps does its job, because if it doesn't, are fans going to be enthusiastic? I think they will, because of Robert Downey Jr. He'll bring some fans back, in my opinion. And the fan service would be insane. So people will be curious. I'm definitely going to see Fantastic Four First Steps, because I'm just curious if all these rumors are going to be true or not. Will I be surprised? No. No, we've seen the trailers just so far. They're not bad. I think they're good. But obviously what's right in front of us is, Mr. Fantastic. You race swapped him. You've already gender swapped the Silver Surfer. I mean, the CGI in her, they made it look really bad, in my opinion. Now, I'm excited for Galactus. That looks interesting. And then the thing, the voice just doesn't seem like, the previous one, where he had the Brooklyn accent. He was Mr. Macho Man, very masculine. It doesn't seem like he's got that same energy going on. So it's interesting to see how this all works out. Obviously, got people with different reports, but the facts are the facts. We know that they might mess these characters up, and because they're trying to change so much of it, and fans don't want to see that. So again, we'll see how this all plays out. Now, Fantastic Four, back in 2005, Rise of the Silver Surfer. So Rise of the Silver Surfer. It got mixed results. I'm not the biggest fan of Fantastic Four. I'm just curious because I know this is going to lead up to Doctor Doom. I know there's a post-credit scene, so really, I'm just going to go for that and give you more thoughts when I see the movie. But a lot of different things going on with Marvel right now, and these test screenings. The main thing that I got out of it is the character development. You know, if someone didn't say it was mid or meh during the screen time, didn't say that while they were watching, cool. If they got more positive reviews, that's fine. But the main thing I've gotten out of it is the characters that they are not developing or lack of it. And if you're telling me these guys are just going to get roles and we're supposed to just accept them as they are without seeing any real struggle, it's just going to be hard to sell the fans on that, in my opinion. Again, Marvel and Disney are just in a bad spot right now. It's obvious. I mean, the last thing before Fantastic Four First Steps comes out is Ironheart, and that isn't going to do well whatsoever. We've already seen it be ratioed like crazy in the trailer. So, yeah, we shall see how this all plays out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the different reports about the test screenings. Are you excited for Fantastic Four First Steps? Are you going to go out and see it? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.